record the session. So in this session, I will go to for forms basic. So how to make a forms in HTML. Okay. So creating forms in HTML revolves around the input tag. So so the every forms in the HTML will use the input tag, and input tag is the functionality which is very useful to make a forms in HTML to submit the any entry. So you need input tag. It's very necessary. So we will look at various types of inputs for forms and how we can use them to accept user input. This can also be do, and in the coming session forms will be okay component of Django. Okay, component of Django later on. But in order to understand how to use them with Django, we need to fully understand them with HTML. So one thing I will tell you. So here in this session, we will learn how to make a forms and how to how to add input tags and forms in HTML. But in Django framework, we have pre-built forms. We have available forms in Django also, so we can use that forms. But before that, we need to understand how to make a forms. It's very necessary. That's why we are going to start these things in this session. So let's get started with some examples. Okay. So for that, I need to go to my text editor. Okay. So I will open the same our file, that basic.html. I think it will help us to make a form. Let me delete this so I can make the form here. And one more thing I can do, I will change the form's title heading, forms uh, in HTML, just like that. You can also alter this and you can put your heading on your own. Okay, so let me go further and I will tell you how to make a forms. So the crux of creating forms in HTML centers around the input tag. You know already about that. Throughout this lecture and the upcoming months, we will delve into various input types for forms and understand how to utilize them to gather user information. So if you ever interacted with a website that required you to input details like your email or password into an online form, then after that you need to click submit, you are encountered an HTML form. So almost every website in the world have forms, HTML forms, because without the forms you can't enter your detail in website, and if you can't enter detail you cannot access the full functionality of any website. Okay, like facebook.com, you need to submit your username and ID password. For Instagram, you need to submit your username and ID, password, username and password. Then you are able to get that Instagram, your profile after submitting that form only. So for that we need to form. So that's why form is very essential part of HTML. That's why we are doing forms in here in HTML. Okay, so we need to grasp this uh, in pure HTML form. Okay, so that we seamlessly integrate them with Django. Okay, so let's we go to our text editor. I would like to highlighting two reference links in the HTML forms. Okay, okay, so I'm making the forms here now. FORM form, then form tag. This is the form tag. So in the inside the form tag, I need to make a one heading, that is H1 type heading. Okay, and this is what type of form? Login form. Okay, so that's why I am taking the login heading, and this is H2. Okay, in H2 I am adding one more heading, that is small heading. Please input your email and password. Okay, let me close this tag also. H2. Now inside this form we need input tag. Obviously we need input tag because input tag is very essential for inputting any information. Okay, now I hope Aditya have a light proper in their home, so he has joined the meeting. So now let's say input tag. Okay, so one more thing I will tell you, input is also self closing tag. Like image input is also self closing tag. You need to remember this. Okay, so what is the type of that input? Email. So we will enter the email, so that's why we are taking the type of that input, email. Okay, then what is the name of that input? So we will put the name of that input, user mail. User mail. Okay, user ka mail, user mail. Then what is the value? So we need to put value. Okay, so that it will come into that URL. So for that I will discuss about later what we will need to put value here. So right now I'm doing blank value. I'm giving that blank value. Okay. So like that also I can make another input tag by simply copying that input tag and directly pasting here. Okay. So this is second input tag, and this second input tag about what? Password. So this is like about password. So I hope you all seeing this type of forms everywhere on the websites, username and password for logging into any websites. So for making login form, we are doing these basic things. Okay. So password, this is a type password. So name is password and value is blank right now. So let me save this and see what will happen. Okay. So yeah, now we are able to see the form, our uh, login form. So here it is heading, and this is our email and password. And here we are able to see the our username, user email and password. So here I will put my like this Munes dot 618 that gmail.com. So this is the actual format of email, and here I will put my password. Okay. So you can see the in case of password, you are not able to see the value because this is the type of password. But here in email, you are able to see the email. So this is all basic about the forms. Okay. So so I have highlighted two input links here that is embedded in the HTML file. Okay. So okay, so you can have many types of input. You can have user mail input. You have a password types input. You can have submit type input. And to know this about, let me go to one famous website that is W3 Schools. Okay, W3 on W3 Schools. I can show you the uh, input types tags in case of forms. In case of forms. Okay, so yeah. So here you can see we have different types of input directly in Google. You can see button type. We can add input, checkbox type input. We can add color input, date. These are extra inputs we have available. And now I'm going to this websites, and here you can see the complete form. Here, this is the label. Okay, about label we will talk about next in the next section. Okay, right now you can see only this input text type, text type. This is the text type. Here we are able to put input, and here this is the type text, submit type. Okay, this is text type. This last name and first name is the text type, and this is the submit type button. Okay, submit. Okay, and this BR. So what is the significance of BR tag? So this is very useful. So BR tag actually we are using to go to the next line. So like that, I can show you in our form also. Here we have one input tag. Okay, and when I put BR, we can go to the next line actually, like that. Okay. So when I put BR, I have break that line, and after breaking that line, I have gone to the next line. Okay, you can see. So this is the significance of BR actually, and that much of BR you can add, that much of line you can leave. Okay, so this is the significance of BR, and about label I will talk you in the further in the next session. Okay. For learning about the forms and these things, you can go to this website and you can see the different input types. The input tag specifies an input field where the user can enter data. Input element is the most important element. Okay, element can be displayed in several ways, like button, checkbox. These are many: file, image, month. So when you want to build a robust forms in your organization and your websites, you need to use these tags. Okay, but in case of simple login page, you did not need to use the these extra tags. Okay, so I hope you will understand, and you will explore these websites. And one famous website I also have told you, that is Mozilla. Uh, so you can also go to that website also. I'm not going to that website. Okay, because of the time constraint. So let's me save this, and we'll here, and now I will show you how to go to. So to initiate a form with your form tags, so we need to do these things: making a form starting tag, then a form closing tag. Okay. So now, what is the next system? Let's me introduce the submit button here. A crucial input type, submit button, so that you can able to see the submit button. You can customize the text on the button by providing a value attribute. So okay, trigger, and yes. Let me do the submit button uh, code here, so that you can understand the how to add submit. Okay, Sanika, during the class, you are sending the task. It is not good practice. So let me tell you about the value. So let me enter here email. Email here. I am adding value here, email here in the first input tag, and the password here. Okay, password, please. So let me save this, and I will show you the difference. What is the meaning of this? So when you enter the value like email here, personal password please. So this is the default value. This automatically come to your input folder. When you want to enter your detail, you need to remove that. These are the by default value you will provide in your form. Okay, I hope all you understand this. Next, I am moving towards another input tag, that is submit button type. Okay, that is submit button type tag. I need to add. Okay, what is the type? Submit. So then name. Okay, name. What is the name we want here? You can give the button name or anything you want to do. So name is in your hand. You can do. You can provide any name. Okay, but value here is click me, because in submit form you need to click. So that's why we have value here. Click me. Click me. Okay. This is self closing tag, and one thing I am seeing, you can see I have form tag here, but I have not closed that form, but it is showing me the correct output in the file. I think this is the first time I am seeing this. Maybe this atom text editor is will add automatically, or I don't know what is going on here. But in best practices, we need to add the closing tag for every form like that. This is required. But without that also I'm getting the output. In case of table also I got the output. Right? But I don't know how is this is going on. So let me paste this, then save this file, and when I refresh, I am able to see the output without closing tag. I don't know how why this is happening, but this is going on. So, but for understanding all the things very properly, we need to add the closing tags every time, because if things are working here, I don't know, these things did not work in on GitHub or any other editors. So we need to put these closing tags every time. For table, in case of table also we need to put. In case of forms also we need to put, because these forms or tables are not self-closing tag. So I hope you all understand about that, and you all understand about this click me button. So we can add here. Okay. So this is the email type, or but when I am going to enter, it is saying please enter at the rate, because this is the type of email. So we need to enter email here. So let me enter email Munesh6181 at the rate gmail.com. Okay. So let me click. Now it is submitted. Okay. So this is the basics login form which I have built in front of you. And when we go next further, I can show you checkbox type. I can show you. I can make you. I can make for you a checkbox type form. So for that, let me do one checkbox type form. So let me make you checkbox type form. H1 tag I'm adding here, and this is choose color. Okay, because you need to choose color. But here I am showing you choose color, and in the form you can. I think you are seeing like choosing male and female, what type of um, uh, these options are available. Okay, so male and female, and other options are available in the forms, like which class, which course. So for that we need to use that checkbox. So for that I will tell you these things. Choose color, then H1 close, And inside this we need h2 tag also. And h2 tag, click on button. I need click on button. Okay, because we'll add a button here. And this is the input type. So in this input we need input tag. And what is the type of that input? The type of that input is the color type. So we are using color type here. And the name of that input, well, will be. So right now we are given blank name, and value is also blank. You can give the value and name from your own also. But before that we need to see the what will happen after doing this. Let's save this, and we are able to see the color, okay, color option. Okay, let me give the value of color red. Then what will happen? Okay, I'm just seeing what will happen. Nothing happened here. Okay, what is the name of the red color? Nothing happened. So this is the actually this is the color choosing thing which is available in the our form. So in our form we can use these things by for choosing the color. Okay, you can add this input. Okay, so moving forward, I will show you another type of form also, and I will show you the functionality of a form. What is the functionality of form? So let me do the editing here. So inside this form, actually I am adding one class. Okay. So inside the form also we can add the class so that we can style our form so that our form can look attractive, because we don't want these simple forms in our websites. So that's why we are adding class tag in our form also, and we can put the name of that class, form class. Okay, in that class you need to add the css. So we'll discuss about that further in the coming session. But you need to know about how we need we add class in forms tag, and what is the uh, actually use of class tag and action. One more thing we need to do, action for forms. So after submitting the form, what page you want. So this will the work of action. So index.html or like that page you want to do. So for that we need to put a action in the form. Okay, and one other things is method. So method you can put in for like that get method or post method. Okay, so we are submitting detail here. So this is the post method. So these things you need to know for forms. So okay, and this is the form of this is the form, complete form, in which we are using class, in which we are using action, in which we are using methods. And I am also making another form, okay, in which I am adding h2 tag. Okay, enter some text. Enter some text here. Okay, so I am adding, then I am closing these h2 tag inside this folder, and I am adding one input tag. And what is the type of that tag? So type we are using text. So this is the text type of input. Okay, and name we are using name. Okay, So name you can give your own value, whichever you are thinking in your mind. So for value also we will do anything. So text goes here. I am putting text goes here. So it will tell you you can enter the text here inside this. So this is the simple form. Let me close this form also so that we can add closing time. So let me save this and what is the this? You see, in this form, first form, we are not have added anything, but we have given the class name, action, and methods. In this second form, we have added some text type of input. So basically, my motive is you showing you the text input. So here you can add the text that much you want. Okay, like that. Okay, okay. I hope you all understand. So in the next lecture, we'll explore about labels and understand how to label inputs and revisit the form with the action and methods attributes. So, okay, so let me show you one thing. What is what is action and method in HTML form? Okay, so let me do this. So the method attribute is specify how to send form data. Okay, method will tell you about how to send the form data. The form data is sent to the page specified in the action attribute. Okay, so this is the post type of form. So we are posting the things and we are sending post method. So it the thing we will enter here that will go to the our action attribute. So what is the page index.html? So all the thing will go to the index.html. The form data can be sent as URL. Okay, methods get. If you send the URL as a URL values inside form, so we'll use the get method. Okay, and or if you want to send HTTP post, we will use post methods. Okay, so this is the advanced thing. You need to go to that W3 HTML W3 schools website and you can understand about get what is the meaning of get and what is the meaning of post. Okay, so this is all about forms. Okay, forms basic. For form advanced, we'll go to into our next lecture, next session.